Hi folks, Burton T here. 2 days ago, November 27th, my friend John and I decided to truck out to the Culvert Road near Medina, New York. We wanted to do a little video of the culvert where you can drive under the Erie Canal, the only place in the entire Erie Canal that you can drive under it. We got there, things were going well. We were doing some ground video, looked inside the culvert, walked in, walked back out, walked up on top. And if you've seen the video, there was a historic sign up there with pictures, and it was right on the bank of the canal. We came back down on the north side of the canal, decided to launch the drone, and because of the way the sun was shining, I said, I gotta bring it up on the south side of the canal, go up about 20 feet above the canal, come across, come down and land on the north side where we were standing. So I sent the drone over to the south side, brought it down probably 10 feet above the road, started my video, went up, I figure about 20 feet higher than the canal, proceeded forward, and all of a sudden my screen started flipping around and we heard crash, crash, scrape. My screen went blank. The drone was gone. I said, oh no, I hope it didn't go in the water. What caused it to crash? And so it sounded like it was on the north bank right above our heads, although we did not see it. We went up on the bank, could not find any sign of the drone. Figured, well, it must have been flying too low and hit this sign right on the bank of the canal, fell into the gravel, and proceeded to slide down the bank into the water and disappeared. We searched all around, we searched in weeds, and no sign of that drone. We wrote it off as a total loss and went on our way. Yesterday, on the 28th, Thanksgiving Day, I found a little icon on my Fly app on my phone. The icon looked like a video. I said, what is this? Didn't even know that recorded on the phone. I pushed the button and there was a video of the drone flight. Well, right here I will play the video and come back. There, as you have seen, the drone went up just fine, and I was at a good height above the canal, proceeded forward, and unbeknownst to me, never saw them power lines going parallel with the canal on the south side. Drone hit those power lines, started flipping, must have hit the ground. That's the crashing we heard. It maybe slid toward the canal and went down into the water. It could have went backwards and down onto the bank, into the weeds. It could be laying on the trail on the south bank of the canal. At this point, I have no idea. So it's Friday morning, 2 days after we were there. I'm heading back out there. We're going to investigate and try to find the drone. If it does not show up, I'm going to have to assume either it went in the water or somebody found it, picked it up. At least I'm going to look for markings of where it might have crashed into the trail on the bank. Maybe it dug up the sand a little bit there. So it's a mystery. We're going to go investigate and try to find out, figure out what did happen to this drone 2 days ago. So come along. We're headed toward Medina. It's about an hour drive. I'm going to shut the camera off. I will pick it back up when we get there. See ya. I don't know, folks. We're still on our way toward the Culvert in Medina, and the sky is looking grayer with white patches. We're hoping to get there before there's any snow on the ground, but we may be getting some lake effect snow. Hopefully we get there and there's no snow on the ground so we can look for any markings where the drone went down. See you when we get there. Here we are, folks, at Culvert Road. Quarter mile down. There it is. We made it. There's no snow on the ground. Now to go searching. Here's where the drone went up, and look at there. Overhead power lines. Saw a little glimpse of a tree as the drone went down, and it was probably that tree, or it could have been the one way back here. So we're going to do some searching up on this hillside. Just over the top is a little trail along the bank of the canal, and then it's water. So it still could have gone into the water. Let's take a walk up there and look around. Quite windy up here. Here we are on top of the hill looking at the edge of the canal. No sign of the drone up here. Power lines are set back a ways from the edge of the canal. My first suspicion was that it came down, banging around this tripod here. If it landed on this concrete edge, it would have slid right down into the water. I'm looking for any markings that might have been left where it hit. Don't see anything. Again, I took off from directly over the road down there, so I think we're probably past the point where it would have hit the ground. Down in there might be its graveyard. Still don't know for sure. We've got a whole bank of dried up weeds over here. Hopefully it came down over this side because we are directly below the power lines here. It still could be down in here somewhere. I don't know. So I'm going to turn you off and do some searching. Let's see what we can find. At this point, I had found nothing in the weeds. So I came back down the hill. And I have found evidence. It didn't come down anywhere near the canal, evidently. Way back here, I found a piece of the drone. Crime scene number 2. Some of my numbers are blowing away, but There's some more, and there's the main heart of the drone right there. Scene number 4. It evidently was in the road and got run over. Let's pick up the pieces, see what we got. So, mystery solved. We are on the south side of the culvert. The debris field was right along here. My guess is the drone came down somewhere right out here. Maybe in the middle of the road, maybe a little more to this east side of the road. That's facing south right there. Cars come out of the culvert. They have the tendency to drive up the center and then go over to the proper lane. The drone may have been laying right here, just about dead center. And as it got hit by wheels, the debris carried up through here, ended up on this side of the road right about here. That's the conclusion I came to. I picked up everything I could find. Show you a picture of what I've got in the box. Okay, it's time to say bye-bye to the culvert and the crime scene. Gonna head over to the Dunkin' in Medina, get a nice cup of coffee. It's still about 35 degrees out there and breezy, so it's been pretty cold. See you on the next one.